topic today. That is ENO and its associated organization. The second achievement, that is evolving of global governance system, is happened through its associated organizations. సో ఈఎన్ఓకి సంబంధించి ఇంకొన్ని ప్రశ్నలు అడుగుతాను. అవి అందుకే చెప్తున్నాను, తప్పనిసరిగా నేను ఎప్పుడు క్లాస్ కండక్ట్ చేసినా మీరు దాన్ని థరోగా మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ చూడండి. బట్ ఈ ఎవరి వీడియో I think they are implementing what I instructed to them. That yeah, you'll have only 24 hours this app, each video. So ఒకసారి చూసినా, రెండు సార్లు చూసినా, మూడు సార్లు చూసినా ఆ 24 hours లో చూడాలి మీరు. So if anybody absent, we will again relink and that video in our app again. అది రీషెడ్యూల్ చేసి ఇస్తాం, అప్పటి వరకు వెయిట్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. అది మేబీ monthly once I will reschedule those who missed it. Maybe weekend లో ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ పెట్టడానికి ఏదో ఒక న్యూ సిస్టమ్ I want to evolve, because there shall be no complacency and on your part, and that videos will last forever in our app. It's not true. That learning is a process, it shall be continuous, and please see that you learn within 24 hours each video. Video is not more than, I think, I hope every video is not more than 1 to 2 hours. సో అందుకని మీరు తప్పనిసరిగా అలా చూడండి. ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు చేస్తున్న క్లాస్ కూడా మనకి సెపరేట్ వీడియోగా అప్లోడ్ చేయిస్తాను. సో వాట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు సే ఇన్ ద బిగినింగ్ ఈజ్ దట్ వీఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్ అబౌట్ ది కాంటెక్స్ట్ దట్ started in my last video on ENO system. This is a great achievement that one, it prevented Third World War, and the second one, most important one, it is evolved a global governance system that is in the form of Millennium Development Goals, and also set of standards or indexes. It is ENO and its organizations are preparing on various socio-economic and political aspects. They are preparing and various indexes. These associated organizations are preparing indexes which are making nations compete each other for gaining good rank, like us. How you are preparing for an examination, you are competing. Similar way, the ENO and its associated organizations are preparing several indexes on socio-economic development indicators, environmental, social, economic, political, even political indicators, which is giving ranks to the nations, so that nations are competing now on the globe, and for making ultimate goal of human development. So for human development also, ENO, particularly UNDP, United Nations Development Program, is conducting and preparing 5 indexes, which we will discuss in a separate class. So now let's start our class today, the international organizations part 2. సో మనం లాస్ట్ క్లాస్లో ENO సిస్టమ్ గురించి, about ENO we discussed about ENO and its goals and its mandate, its purpose and its structure, everything. Now in this class we are going to discuss ENO and its associated organizations. You can see all these logos. Logos are indicates these UN associated organizations in this. You can see all these logos where you can bet everything. And then now see, this is a I would like to say 2 tips or 2 techniques two memory techniques for learning international organizations in easy way. One is you must have a global outlook, and you must imprint your world map on your mind. So this is very, very important for making easy learning of what is called international organizations or some even international things, everything. You must have in view all these seven continents that are existing on Earth, on the things international organizations located, particularly their activities, not most importantly their headquarters, where they're located, and what activities, where they're taking activities. Like that, in that way, you must have location-based analysis of these international organizations. This is easy way for easily remembering, memorizing international organizations. Also, to that matter, with international aspects, better to have a vision of or view of map in your mind. So next one is, that's why I shown this all the map. You can get in online also many kinds of maps. I will give here a hard copy of Oxford Diction map also. So lastly, in the last class we discussed about civil service mains GS paper 2 syllabus, where the important international institutions, agencies for a structure mandate or asked in the syllabus, and similarly bilateral, regional, global groupings agreements involving India and are affecting India's interests. So see now, we have classified these international organizations into 5 or 6 parts. That is, NO is the first one, and the second one is uh, NO and its associated organizations. Today we are going to this topic, and the third one is bilateral and regional groupings, and the fourth one is global groupings. In that way, we are going to discuss these topics, very important for international relations, for civil service and any other competitive examination, both for prelims and as well as mains. So now see important things to be noted while studying international. One is these are the 5, 6 aspects around which all the questions in the examination will come. You will see. One is objective and mandate, which is also mentioned in the syllabus itself, and the date of establishment and the headquarters. Date means, so need not worry, need not memorize the particular date, except for the ENO and very, very important organizations. A few, maybe dozen dates are not a dozen also. Less than a dozen, 10 is enough to remember. Particularly formation year is better important than date. So date of establishment means year of establishment, and ENOs, when come to the ENO, you must remember even date also. So unless there is importance for that particular formation date, you need not memorize the date. But you have to overall, you must remember the year, in which year, or make a landmark year for one thing, that is ENO established on October 24th, 1945, immediately after the Second World War. Is it right? So then the third one is its headquarters, where it is located, and the fourth one is present head of the institution, who is the leading person, about brief about him, and the fifth one is its importance, why it came in the news, or how important that institution, its importance always depends on its activities it is taking up. సో ఆ విధంగా మనకి ఇంపార్టెన్స్ కూడా చాలా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. అలాగే న్యూస్లో వచ్చిన ఇంపార్టెంట్, న్యూస్లో వచ్చిన మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు యాక్చువల్గా మీకు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ని నేను కామన్ టాపిక్గా చెప్పడం కారణం ఏంటంటే, ఇట్ ఇస్ యాజ్ అ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ రీడింగ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్స్ daily, habituating newspaper. We are coming across many international issues on international relations and organizations, Particularly whenever you see and watch an international organization in the news, you must immediately read it, because all the international organizations and its reports are valid, important, and most of the questions from competitive examination come from it at the same time. And the reports are subjects they are discussing, these international organizations are very important for understanding international affairs, international relations, and various things in the globe. So అందుకని ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇట్ కమ్స్ ఇన్ ద రీసెంట్ న్యూస్ అన్నది. సో ఐ హ్యావ్ సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ divided these international organizations on the location based, and you have to study them in location based while keeping in mind the map. So అక్కడ చూడండి, now we are going to discuss New York based international organizations, which are three in number. So very important organizations. You all know that where ENY is located, tell me.
New York.
Yeah, it's in New York. ENY itself is located in New York. New York is here very clearly given the map here. New York located here. River, the Hudson River, where it meets Atlantic Ocean. This is Atlantic Ocean, Hudson Bay, and this is New York, and this is the town of New York. So this is in the a very important thing at New York is Manhattan. At its core, it's Manhattan. It's a place. There are 5 boroughs here, and Manhattan is very important, where the ENY is located. See here, the first international organization. There are 3 we discussed New York based. One is UNICEF. UNICEF. Anyone can uh, say about this UNICEF? What means by UNICEF? What it stands for? Its acronym.
Sir,
UNICEF.
United Nations International Children Emergency Fund.
Very nice. Who is this?
Kalyan Chakravarti.
Oh, nice, Chakravarti. You are going through very well about these things. Nice. This UNICEF is United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, and this one, its mandate, it is given in our syllabus that UNICEF is providing humanitarian and developmental aid to children worldwide. It having 193 countries as its members. How many countries are there in the UNO? How many member states? We discussed in the last class.
193 countries.
Yeah, that means almost all the members of the United Nations organization having its membership in UNICEF. That is the importance of this organization, which is the associated organization. Its headquarters look based in New York City, and the date of establishment is December 1946. So about 11th December 1946, it is originated. Date is not very important. You must remember this date in the form that it is established after ENO, 1 year after ENO. This is the memory technique that you must learn. How you remember this? 1 year after ENO. That means ENO, after establishing, its main focus was to reconstruction of the world, and for which war ravaged world, second war ravaged world, destroyed world, and the second one is ensuring peace among the countries, international groupings. That was its motive, but still for the purpose of development of children, it has started this organization providing humanitarian and development aid to children. It is exclusively for whom? Children. And the well-being of children is related to women. That's to that extent, it also deals with the issues of women. And so date of establishment is 11th December 1946, 73 years ago. This is the two methods of remembering dates or years. One is having a landmark year and date like ENO and its establishment date, and with its reference before and after. How you remember? Before and after. In that way, You have to remember. And so its present head is Henrietta, Henrietta Hellman Ford. Henrietta Hellman. So Hellman Ford, she's uh, UNICEF head. Recently, it also takes up, the UNICEF also takes up worldwide the immunizations. You know, we have eradicated polio. Now, the role of UNICEF now is also providing corona vaccine to the children worldwide. That's going to be another major activity of the UNICEF. And its duties, other activities are immunizations and disease prevention among the children and women, and administering treatment for children and mothers with HIV. This is a new mandate taken by this organization because of this problem of HIV. And there are children of infected uh, mothers, HIV infected mothers. They born to the HIV infected mothers. For that a segment of children, it is exclusively focusing administering treatment for the children and mothers with HIV, and it enhancing childhood and the maternal nutrition. This is one of the basic organization which has in fact helped the our ICDS program in India. It's the biggest children women centric development program, integrated child development program, started in 1975. So this one is uh, improving sanitation and promoting education and providing emergency relief in response to disasters. Whenever there is a disaster, so particularly it looks after the affected children due to that kind of disasters. So this is, if anybody want Henrietta Houseman 4 and UNICEF, this is the in Telugu, you can understand, read it. So those need. So the second important organization that is based in New York is UNDP, United Nations Development Program, UNDP. This is the logo of UNDP. You also go through the logo. You know the UNICEF logo. Remember, sometimes in feature also, I think there will be questions on the images also. And then we must be able to recognize them. So, what is the UNICEF logo? Have you observed anyone? Mother with child, like this. Mother with child in the globe. These are the two olive leaves. See, these are the two olive leaves which are also there in the ENO logo. Okay, like this you have to remember these things. Then UNDP, United Nations Development Program, it is its parental organization. Which is its parental organization? Which is UNDP's parental organization, which is one of the organs of the ENO. We have discussed in the last class how many organs are there.
6 organ.
Yeah, there are 6 organs. One of its organs is its parental organization. Many of these social, economic, dealing with the social economic issues, all those comes under the Social Economic Council of the ENO. Okay, so ENDP's parent organization is Social Economic Council of the ENO. Okay, because ENO structure is very important. When come to the structure, there are 6 organs. That is nothing but its structure. Okay. Now let's see this. I think we don't need this. Yeah, right. So UNDP, United Nations Development Organization, it advocates for change and connects countries to knowledge, experience, and resources to help people build a better life for themselves. What it brings about? It advocates the socio-economic change, particularly social development. It focuses on social development. development of the people across the globe, and for the better life. In fact, it has made a major contribution among all the uh, UNO's associated organization. This is the one major contribution done by UNDP because of the it has developed a human development index that has helped a lot for the activating or uh, and motivating the nations to compete for the people's development, particularly human development. Human development is based on three aspects. One is health, education, and economics sustenance. These are the three important aspects for the human development. So these are great organization was founded in 22nd November 1965. That means you have to remember in such a way that how many years after the establishment of UNO?
20 years.
If it is, yeah, if it is longer than you remember, another, take another mm, uh, another what is called benchmark date to remember easily because it is a long time after the establishing NO. So you have to shift for understanding, memorizing things that it was founded in 1965. That means this was the period of a crisis in the world for the development, particularly poverty-ridden world. And poverty was a big problem under food scarcity, food crisis. People were dying lack of food even in India in 1965. It was such context. This great organization has born into the world to this uh, social economic council. That means after in the UN was first focus was to ensuring peace in the world, and then it also focused on the social economic development. For that purpose, it has established a separate organization that is called UNDP. Headquarters it is also New York. The because importance was it prepares HDR ranks. There are human development index, gender development index, like that. There are 5 indexes which are very separate class, which is very important for the examination. Definitely, there will be one question in every year on these 5 indexes. You will get definitely one question, whether you like it or not. That will happen in any examination. So important those human development indexes. I'll give a separate class for that, and this is making you familiarize these international organizations, their activities, so that you will catch while reading newspaper its importance. So its head is Achim Steiner, Brazilian environmentalist. Achim Steiner. What is his name? Achim Steiner, Brazilian environmentalist, is now become its head. Now it is organizing. He recently one person is came in the news that is whose head. Actually, these heads are not very come in the news for controversies. They're all good for working for betterment of the world. Therefore, they're always positive contribution they make. Controversy they don't mostly involve in controversies. Unfortunately, whose head is become a central point of controversy because of huge number of population on the, not huge, all the population on the earth are affected by the health of corona pandemic. So present head is HM Steiner, Brazilian environmentalist, and it prepares ranks, HDR ranks, human development or report. It prepares human development report every year where it contains 5 indexes. All the 5 we will discuss in this separate class. And this is Telugu about this UNDP. And the third important organization that is based in New York. How many organizations in New York? Please tell those names. Anyone? Now third one is before you. Amma, చెప్పండి ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి?
6 organizations.
Oh, nice. How many organizations are there in the New York international organizations? So far we discussed how many? Other than NO, there are 3, but it is total number 4. Okay? All these 4 are very important, and United Nations, the third one is United Nations Fund for Population Activities. United Nations Fund for Population Activities. See its logo. Its logo is, see, understand its logo. This is a ENO symbol logo, and these spots symbolizes population. You know, this symbolizes population. Is it understand? These are the numbers. There are how many are there? And 8, and these symbolizes population. Okay. So United Nations Fund for Population Activities. Population was a big problem in 1960s or 70s for all the developing poor nations. Population was the biggest problem. Overgrowth of population, unlimited lack of family planning, etc., lack of education. People used to have more number of children, but without having sufficient resources for sustenance and livelihood, employment. That was a major problem for leading to all the kinds of governance problems for their countries in their respective countries. That's for improving its mandate is for improving reproductive and maternal health worldwide. What is a reproductive health? It is related to birth. Reproductive means giving offsprings to their humans is called reproductive health. Sometimes we call it uh, reproductive health and maternal health. Mother health means, maternal health means mother health. Improving reproductive and maternal health worldwide, because controlling population is possible only when people have this kind of awareness on reproductive health and mother's health, then only they can control children. That's why this organization was more relevant at those time than today. Of course, today is also still is a big problem for the globe, having largest population, unbearable population, leading to unsustainable environment. So more population, more trouble for the environment. When we disturb the nature and its balance, and we'll find the problems like corona pandemics. So this is the problem. Not only corona, there are many viruses are emerging, or some other bacterial diseases, some which we cannot control. That's why population control is still important, but it is not being exposed now. Uh, so anyway, this is the institution founded in 1969, and its headquarters located in New York, and its importance is simply that this is a global globe. This earth is facing major problem is population explosion, and particularly in the developing and poor countries, uh, population is still a problem. So for India also it is still problem. We are having 130 crore population, 134 I think by this time. It is keep on increasing. It is a dynamic aspect population. We cannot fix figures statically. So anyway, in a static way. So present head is Natalia Canem. It's the executive director, first Latin American heading this organization. Who is present head of the ENFPA? These are also not very important, but you have to remember these things, know these things, because these personalities comes in the form of options. There are 4 options for each question in objective examination. Therefore, we must familiarize with these names. Who is because very familiar names we won't give. And these days are very asking the questions with negative marking. Therefore, we need to have very clear at least 2 or 3 options minimum for any question. You must familiarize yourself. it must be known to you. 2 options out of 4 is a minimum to answer, but in kind of a negative pattern examinations, all are negative pattern examination, including civils and all the examinations. So therefore, every option is very important, not the answer. Question is important, and option is also important. All the 4 options are important because we shall be in a position to eliminate all the remaining 3 which are not related or correct to the question. So that's why యాక్చువల్గా అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు, ప్రతి హెడ్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవడం ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు. దెర్ ఆర్ సర్టెన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ లైక్ హూ విచ్ కేమ్ ఇన్ ద న్యూస్. న్యూస్లో వచ్చినప్పుడు దాని ఇంపార్టెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది పర్సనాలిటీకి కూడాను, బట్ ఇక్కడ అంత అవసరం ఉండదు కానీ బట్ అవసరం చేయొచ్చు. సో లైక్ దిస్ నటాలియా క్యానమ్ is she is the executive director of is the first Latin American. Where is the Latin American? Latin America. Where is the Latin America? There are 2 continents in the left side of the globe.
Brazil and
See, every word, being you are young and freshers of learning this knowledge, you must able to what is it? You must on that spot, on the day itself, you must learn. Whenever you come across a new word which we have not heard so far, you must see it in dictionary or like search in Google. So Latin America, if you don't listen, this is the first time, then you must learn it now itself, today itself. Latin America, those nations mostly located between North American continent, South American continent. Most of these countries are island nations between these in the Atlantic Ocean and also bordering the Pacific Ocean. So North American continent, South America, between countries are called Latin American countries, like Mexico, and so many island nations are there. Uh, so like this, Natalia Canham is executive director for the United Nations Fund for Population Activities. So this is the United Nations in Telugu about it. Yeah. So now we'll going for Washington-based organizations, which are very, very important. What is the importance of Washington? Anyone can tell that? What is the importance of Washington? It is the capital of
Capital of US.
America. Okay, this is the Washington town, DC. DC, what DC does mean? DC? Anyone can tell? This may be the question in any one of your interviews. Often you refer to Washington as Washington DC. Anyone can tell Amma? Washington DC. What is DC?
District of
District of
Columbia.
Yeah, that is very important. Like India, there are so many districts in America within each state. Therefore, District of Columbia. So for many of you, if anyone, we don't mind these things, some things which you frequently use but don't know about its meanings. That's why I'm telling you, being a youngster, I'd like to stress the importance that whenever there is a new word, please familiar with it. Um, uh, you even while you are familiar with some Washington, you're not familiar with the DC. You're frequently speak DC. Somebody will ask you this question: what is DC? Then you'll shock because you know already about Washington DC, but you can't explain the DC. District of Columbia. Like this, you have such kind of attitude and mind of learning mind. Capital of United States of America. This is the building of this organization. What is the called? IMF. In Washington, there are two twins. They're called Bretton Woods twins. They are called Bretton Woods twins. What is a Bretton Woods? Bretton Woods is a place or city in the America where in the conference in 1944 they born two international organizations which are very important today in this world. What is that is? One is IMF and the other is World Bank. It is also called IBRD, World Bank. తెలుసు కదా అందరికీ ఐఎంఎఫ్ వరల్డ్ బ్యాంక్. These two are called Bretton Woods twins because in the conference in 1944 in Bretton Woods in America, these two organizations were born. That means they born their establishment was felt needful in 1944 itself. Is it right? Is it audible? What I'm saying is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this IMF as these two are. There was one question also on this. What are the Bretton Woods twins? In I think 20 years back, such question has seen in the civil service mains exam. Even now it is important. These two are important. Organizations are very very important even now today because for particularly this economic crisis that were a result of corona pandemic. So this is IMF, International Monetary Fund. You must also know the difference between the two. What is particularly in terms of its mandate? What is its mandate? It fostering global monetary cooperation. What is that cooperation? Monetary cooperation. It cooperation related based for money. Whenever there is a problem of money and IMF rescues that nation which is having problem of money, particularly the money problem in the form of balance of payments. You know what is the balance of payments? You often come across in the newspaper balance of payments. So foster global monetary cooperation. Balance of payments, that means every country having its imports from other nations for which it has to pay not in its national currency but for the international currency like dollar or euro, yen, or like that. There are some international currencies which are being given value. The most important standardized currency today is dollar. Therefore, it is rescues those nations which is having a problem of imports into its country. That is, India had faced such kind of a problem in 1991, balance of payment crisis. That was at that time, our Prime Minister was P.V. Narasimha Rao. He has pledged, he got a loan from IMF and he accepted all the terms and conditions which are very, very painful, yet he has accepted, and we have given our gold to IMF as a security against that loan, and also secure that what its goal is very objective, is very important, very good for the countries who are facing financial crisis, particularly monetary crisis, particularly short-term crisis, particularly a liquidity crisis. What is called? What is a liquidity? That is lacking money at that moment. Sometimes we are not need not be poor, but sometimes when our imports are more than our exports, then yeah, such country face a problem of currency crisis, particularly international currency balance of payment crisis. Therefore, అటువంటి ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ కంట్రీస్కి హెల్ప్ చేయడానికి దీని యొక్క ఆబ్జెక్టివ్, ఐఎంఎఫ్ యొక్క ఆబ్జెక్టివ్, అండ్ సెక్యూర్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ స్టెబిలిటీ, ఫెసిలిటేట్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ట్రేడ్, ప్రమోట్ హై ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ అండ్ సస్టైనబుల్ ఎకనామిక్ గ్రోత్, అండ్ రెడ్యూస్ పావర్టీ అరౌండ్ ద వరల్డ్. These are the objectives. The particularly when I discuss the World Bank, I will tell you the difference. So this is foster global monetary cooperation, secure financial stability, and facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth, and reduce poverty around the world. These are the goals. Ultimate goal is the development. It is very clear. So IMF is having a very grand, great objective or goal, and in specifically it deals with monetary problems being faced by nations across the globe, particularly poor and developing countries. So it was founded in 1945, 74 years ago, on 27th December 1945. That means you can remember this date or year on the base of our UN date, birth of date, that is October 24th, 1945. It is after the, but it was, it's conceived, the idea of IMF and World Bank is conceived in Bretton Woods Conference in 1944 itself. We have already seen how the ENO was also it was visualized even before establishing uh, the ENO by the American president. Okay, like this, and it is founded in 1945 December. EN was founded in October, then September, October, November, December. That means 2 months after the birth of great ENO. So it having a membership 189 countries. It also changes whenever they admit a new country, then the number will change. It is a dynamic aspect also. But you have overall గా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సింది మీరు 193 nations are there in the ENO. That is our highest standard number. అంతకు మించి ఉండే అవకాశం లేదు. కాబట్టి దీనికి ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ దగ్గరగా ఉన్నారు 189, 193 అని అట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే తేలికైపోతుంది. But headquarters Washington DC. You can also remember its headquarters that American capital is also Washington, and America has kept these two very important organizations in its own capital. So in that way, you can also remember things why America is with the selfish self end is established these organizations in its own capital. So its membership 189 countries and headquarters Washington DC. Yes, its importance is ever, even today, particularly in the pandemic. I have given a Coronomics video on the YouTube, Kalam IAS YouTube channel. Video on this Corona economics. We have dealt in detail about the IMF and its recent activities, particularly giving support to the face the countries, helping the countries against pandemic crisis. So like that, the present head is Kristalina Georgieva, is a Bulgarian economist. She is now very active and she is leading now this organization. Kristalina Georgieva. This president is very important. మనకి ఇందాల పాపులేషన్ సంబంధించి ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదనుకున్నాం కానీ బట్ ఇది IMF వరల్డ్ బ్యాంక్ ఆర్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ద ప్రెసిడెంట్స్, ద చైర్మన్స్ ఆర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ డైరెక్టర్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో remember this Kristalina Georgieva is a Bulgarian economist. Okay, then what is important about this IMF is understand its role. You can understand also it's now international indexes prepared by IMF. IMF also preparing some international indexes. World Pandemics Uncertainty Index. Recently, it has given rankings because of uncertainty in the world. World Pandemic Uncertainty Index. It is being prepared since 1996, not in 2020. So uncertainty index for 149 countries it is preparing, and the second most important report it is comes out with is World Economic Outlook. World Economic Outlook. How world is going to be the next 5 years or 10 years, 20 years, like that. How India is going to grow, our entire globe. What is going to be a global GDP and the development and economic development of each nations. Like that, it evaluates in this report, World Economic Outlook. It gives forecast economic prospects and growth and also crisis. So like that, it also Global Financial Stability Report. It also comes out every year. with the Global Financial Stability Report, because one of its objective is to maintain and ensure global financial stability. Is it right? That is its one of its mandate. So like that, now what is another important thing is its chief economist is Geeta Gopinath. She's American, but she has having parents of Indian parents. So Geeta Gopinath is an Indian origin lady. Now she is chief economist of IMF. That is very important, Geeta Gopinath, because it is a proud to be Indian that they are leading the great organizations. The Kristalina Georgieva having the support and assistance of our Indian chief economist, that is Geeta Gopinath. Okay, like that. This is in Telugu. You can read it. Another very important organization is the World Bank. It is the building of the World Bank. In where it is located? You can easily remember when at the end of the about two dozen organization, international organization, we will understand the value of reading, studying from location based, or particularly for the from the competitive examination point of view. So the World Bank, its building, it is World Bank located in Washington. So Washington World Bank logo is like this. What is the IMF logo? This is IMF logo. The one leaf is there, and there are two globes covering the all the continents. There are two globes. So International Monetary Fund. Okay, like that. World Bank is also having a globe, a kind of globe. I don't know about specifically about the meaning of these lines, but it is a globe simply without having background, only with these checks. This is a globe, and its mandate provides loans and grants to poorer countries for capital projects. What does it mean? Capital projects. What do I mean by capital projects? In other words, the IMF extends loans and also grants. What is a grant? What is a loan? Anyone can tell? What is a grant? What is a loan? Tell me, Nana, what is a grant? What is a loan?
Grant interest pay చేయక్కర్లేదు sir.
Very nice. Inka.
Money given by government or organized for a particular purpose, sir.
Yeah, grant is particular purpose, no doubt. Yes. Inka. What is a grant? What is a loan? You must have a clarity of that while reading such things. That is why I'm saying you have to revise videos again, revisit videos, previous videos also for all
It is a
subjects.
non-repayable
And
fund.
what is that?
It is a non-repayable fund.
Yes, exactly. Once given, any money in the form of a grant need not be repaid. And when it is not repaid, there is no question of interest, you know. So it will not bear either interest or repayment. It will be free, completely free. That is called a grant. When it is said to be a loan, it is having both obligations. Both they have to repay the principal as well as interest as agreed for the terms. Okay. What is provides loans and grants to poorer countries for capital projects? What is means by capital projects? See the context in which this World Bank, in the name of IBRD, it was born. IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Why it was reconstruction? Because of the Second World War, entire America and Europe was destroyed by this Second World War. That was also reason why now the European and American countries are not waging wars in their continents, in their nations. They wage wars in other continents so that the damage will be others. Apart from this, and they will maintain hegemony. What is called hegemony? You refer to the dictionary hegemony. So the capital project means a project that is in the nature of a fixed asset. It is in the nature of fixed asset which can be reusable, which can be reusable. The grant, it gives loans and grants for establishing capital projects. These are capital is two types of capital, economic capital and social capital. So this organization provides loans for both economic capital and social capital. What are the economic capital projects? All infrastructure projects comes under the infrastructure projects. What are the infrastructure, economic infrastructure? That is roads, buildings, ports, airways, railways, ఇంకా any transportation, whatever the form that comes under the infrastructure project. Like that capital means which is a asset which we spend money for building an asset. That is called capital project. Okay. Non-capital means it which may not last longer. It may not reusable. Non-capital goods or assets. Okay, like that mandate, it provides for capital projects. Economic infrastructure, we need to have clarity on what is the economic infrastructure. So it comprises the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. So initially it was called IBRD because war-ravaged world, they have established this bank with membership. Every country having its membership. Every member has to contribute money. And they will in turn extend loans to the nations. Of course, America and many European countries, developed countries, having a lot of share in this bank. That's why their words are very having weightage value than others. So like that, it comprises International Bank for Reconstruction and Development and also International Development Association, IDA. IDA. So International Development Association. It was. It is also. Actually, it is having. It consists of 5 organizations, subsidiaries. It's a related organization. Let us see in the next slide. It is founded in 1944, 76 years ago. That means it is older than IMF because the need of the hour was at the time 1944 was that it was war-ravaged world where the countries direly required the money for rebuilding roads and bridges which were destroyed by bombs, Second World War bombs. Therefore, that was the major reason why it was founded early, immediately after the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. In 1945, it was IMF was established, and December. It is in July. So that means it was established even before ENO. Is it right? It was established even before ENO. So like that, its membership 189 countries like IMF, and it in IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction Development, having 189. సో సింపుల్గా 189 అని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. 173 కంట్రీస్ ఇన్ ఐడిఏలో ఉన్నారు. ఐడిఏ మీన్స్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అసోసియేషన్, విచ్ గివ్స్ సాఫ్ట్ లోన్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ ది సాఫ్ట్ లోన్స్? వాట్ ఆర్ ది హార్డ్ లోన్స్? Soft loans having nominal interest or interest rate is very low, like that. So its headquarters having in Washington. It's already known, well known, because we are discussing these institutions from internet. Their headquarter based in pattern. You can't find any book in this kind of a analysis, in this kind of a telling. You cannot find anywhere, either in Delhi materials, or you can see anywhere there. You please check it. Even you check in Delhi materials or Vision or some like Vajiram, anything, you check it there, you don't find this kind of method of discussing international organization. It is my own for the sake of easy memory and memorizing international in easy way. I'm discussing in this pattern. Otherwise, we can also discuss in the form of importance. When if you discuss in the form of importance, first we have to take up IMF and World Bank, and then important UNDP, United Nations Development Program, which is very, very important. Then UNICEF and United Nations Population Fund for population activities like that. But we are not based on the importance. We are discussing on the basis of location of headquarters, because I hope, because you are my audience where you're all youngsters having little or no knowledge on this kind of international organization previously. Therefore, I am going in this way. For if you want me discuss for the IAS people, students now writing this year, I'll start with IMF and World Bank. I'll start like that. This the way we teach is different, changes from the audience point of view. You're being youngsters, you need to learn many basic things. So like this is uh, membership is there, IBRD, like this, headquarters in Washington. It's very easy to know now how many, what are the organizations in New York now. You can easily now tell without again even revising what we have discussed in the class. You can say now how many, what are the organizations that are located in New York. Now after this class, you can also simply say what are the organizations located in Washington. So you will never forget. You need not read again. My motto is to make you learn instantly. So I'll try my best, but still we need to upgrade our technology, technical. It everywhere it is there, but still our faculty lacking the skills, technical skills. We are updating. We are trying our best that you can learn at a point of time that you need not go to the books at all. You can directly go to the examination also. That's why I'm conducting these daily tests. You can write even immediately after the class also. Need not worry and revise. But still, revision is always very, very important. You must revise whatever we discussed in the class, both in PDF. I'll send you PDF today itself. The same format I will give you in feedback PDF. Okay. So now this present head is David R. Malpass. Is an American since April 9th, 2019. He is now head of this World Bank. This is also one of the major organizations of the international organizations, World Bank. Its logo is like this, and then importance is everywhere. The importance of World Bank and IMF is very, very clear. It is every week or every month it will be news, international news. Indeed, it's also supporting and giving particularly soft loans. And IMF won't give soft loans, and it gives soft loans. That means for the poor countries or the poor socio-economic objectives of the ENO, it extends loans. What are the economic objectives of the ENO? You must go back again. So all these associated organizations are towards realizing the objectives of the ENO. ENO is based on, what is it? It's charter. Charter means it is a constitution of ENO. So it is a constitution of ENO. So like this, this is Malpass, David R. Malpass is president, and World Bank is also making certain certain indexes. ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత నేను ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను ఐఎంఎఫ్ ప్రిపేరింగ్ సమ్ ఇండెక్స్ అని, అవి మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఇమీడియట్గా చూడొచ్చు నెట్లో. క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా చెక్ చేసుకొని చూడొచ్చు. అలాగే న్యూస్ పేపర్లో వచ్చినప్పుడు వెంటనే వాటిని ఫోకస్ చేసుకొని చదవండి. వరల్డ్ బ్యాంక్ గ్రూప్ స్ట్రక్చర్, లెట్ us see the structure of the World Bank. There are 5 institutions. Already we discussed 2, IBRD and IDA, and the International Finance Corporation. The third one is International Finance Corporation, and the fourth one is the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, MIGA. Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, and the fifth one is International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes, ICSID. ICSID. So like this, so you remember these 5 important, it consists of, World Bank consists of 5 organizations. Most important ones are IBRD and IDA. So another important thing is that this was founded by John Maynard Keynes, J.M. Keynes, very, very important, the greatest economist ever seen, and his theories are now being, he rescued the world capitalism in during the Great Depression. It was during the Great Depression in America, American Depression. It was uh, Keynes who saved the international capitalism in the world. So Harry Dexter White, these are the two persons who are the main founders and uh, who conceived this great organization required for this world, the World Bank. So another important thing is Anshula Kant is very important thing. She is a chief financial officer of managing and managing director of the World Bank Group. This is very important. So IMF లో కూడా మనకి ఇండియన్ గీతా గోపీనాథ్ is a chief economist. Now see here Anshula Kant is a chief financial officer and managing director of World Bank. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? మన వాళ్ళు అంటే మనకి పెద్దగా విలువ ఉండదు. అమెరికన్ అంటే మనం ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఇస్తాం. But thing is that Indians are having such a great knowledge and expertise that they are now leading the world organizations. Of course, India having no membership in the Security Council even today, in spite of the fact that every 17 people in the globe, living on the globe, are Indians. That is the reason why it's also issue of reforming ENO, Security Council particularly is in the news. And this is a power balance where China is holding now in one of the membership in the Security Council. Let's come to our topic now, World Bank. We'll complete World Bank and we'll move to this kind of things. Many things are there. James Keynes was a father or the founder, and Harry Dexter White, and Anshula Kant is chief financial officer, managing director of the World Bank Group. And see, this is a great thing that we have remembered these two things. And this is COVID-19 emergency support system కూడా ఇనిషియల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ కంట్రీస్ టు అనౌన్స్ చేసింది. అవి సెపరేట్గా డీల్ చేద్దాం, ఎందుకంటే మనం బేసిక్ వేలో ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ చూస్తున్నాము, అందులోకి వెళ్తే చాలా పెద్దది అయిపోతుంది. సో నౌ విల్ కమ్ టు దిస్. అది నేను సెపరేట్ వీడియో చేశాను ఆల్రెడీ. కలాం ఐఏఎస్ అనే ఛానల్ ఉంది యూట్యూబ్లో, మీరు అందులో చూస్తే కరోనామిక్స్ అని ఒక సెపరేట్ పర్టికులర్ వీడియోని చేశాను. అది చాలా యూస్ఫుల్, చూడండి. ఎందుకంటే సమ్ అదర్ బేసిక్ ఎకనామిక్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ కూడా మీకు అందులో నేను డిస్కస్ చేశాను. దేర్ ఆర్ టూ ఇంపార్టెంట్ జీడిపి, మీ పైన కూడా నేను జీడిపి, వాట్ ఈస్ అ జీడిపి, జిఎన్పి, లైక్ దట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ డన్ సమ్ video. These two important videos you have to see today itself and go through them. And this is having also, like IMF, 189 countries. The World Bank Group is a unique global partnership, 5 institutions working for sustainable solutions that reduce poverty and build shared prosperity in the developing countries. This is Malpass and World Bank Group having the 5 institutions: IBRD, IDA, IFC, and MIGA, ICSID. So these are the 5 institutions, and it is structure and mandate. Don't forget the syllabus. I always keep in mind civil service syllabus. That is the reason why I advised you to by heart only syllabus, nothing else except the syllabus. Need not by heart anything, only understand it and go through it and study it or revise it. That's enough. So come to this reports and index prepared by World Bank. It's one most important index. It's being prepared by ease of doing business, EDB. This is very, very important to enhance the global economic growth and GDP among the creating competition among the developing countries for developing, opening their economies for the international capital investments. Therefore, World Development Report, IBRD, World Bank, and Global Economic Prospects by World Bank, and Human Capital Index and components since 2018. These are the indexes and reports being prepared by World Bank. Ease of doing business by IBRD. This is very important index. World Development Report, this is also very important. And it also gives a forecast of the world economy prospects the next 10, 20, 30 years, like that. and Global Economic Prospects by World Bank, and a Human Capital Index and components. So what is the major difference between these two organizations is, I will discuss remaining class topics in the next class. Geneva-based organizations, which are 9 in the number, very big number. So I will take up as the next class. Now you'll study. These are very important today. What we discussed is very important. These are the how many are there? New York are 3 and Washington 2. The 5 organizations very important. 5 out of 5. These 4 are very important. So let us see. Today class, what is the difference between the IMF and World Bank? Anyone can tell this? What is the difference between IMF and World Bank? Tell me, Nana. What is the difference? Anyone tell? Okay, the basic difference we have already seen in their mandate and objective. What is the objective? The IMF deals with monetary crisis and ensure financial stability. Is it right? వింటున్నారా? మీకు వినబడుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
So then, what is the objective of the World Bank? Just now we discussed. It gives loans, advances for the taking up capital projects. Is it right? For the
Yes.
economic development, infrastructure development, social infrastructure and economic infrastructure. Social infrastructure means giving loans to education, health and poverty reduction projects. Is it right? World Bank also gives loans to non-asset created. See, there are 2 types of assets. One is capital asset or economic assets or economic capital projects. And the other is social capital. Economic capital, social capital. Capital means an asset, which may be in the form of fixed asset or also not fixed asset, because education is not a fixed asset. You cannot see that education is a service. So like that, education, health, and also what is called poverty reduction programs or projects in the among the poor countries, the developing countries. World Bank extend loans. That means it gives developmental loans and long-term loans, whereas the IMF gives for short-term loans and liquidity problems, particularly liquidity crisis. Whenever a country faces a liquidity crisis, particularly balance of payments problems, it will give loans. Now clear the difference between the World Bank and the IMF. అర్థమైందా? ఇంకా చెప్పాలా క్లియర్గా? షార్ట్ టర్మ్ లోన్స్ ఇస్తుంది IMF, whereas World Bank gives long term loans, developmental project loans. IMF డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్కి ఇవ్వదు లోన్స్. అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
యా. ఇంకా డౌట్ ఉంటే ఎనీ డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. అదర్వైజ్ ఐ విల్ క్లోజ్ టుడేస్ క్లాస్. అండ్ ఐ ఫోర్స్ ఇప్పుడు వరల్డ్ బ్యాంక్ గురించి, IMF గురించి న్యూస్ పేపర్లో రాగానే మీరు ప్లీజ్ గో త్రూ. ఇప్పుడు ఇండెక్సెస్ ఇస్తున్నాయి కూడా చదువుతున్నాము. అవి ఖచ్చితంగా న్యూస్ పేపర్లో వస్తాయి. అందుకనే మీరు వాటిని చదవడానికి వీలుగా ఈ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కోసం ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నేను చెప్తున్నాను. ఓకేనా? ఇంకా షల్ ఐ క్లోజ్ ఆర్ ఎనీవన్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ డౌట్ రిగార్డింగ్ దీస్ 5 organizations we discussed today, but very important organizations. Thank you. Otherwise I'll close. If anyone ask any doubt? No doubts? There are 5. How many? Sai, you missed it? Sai and who missed else? Missed 2 people are missed. Gautam is there? Gautam? See, so that's the reason why I'm reviewing videos within 24 hours. Today we'll upload this video and also I'll give you PDF of this 5 organizations now. Abhishek is there, yeah, and Kalyan Chakravarti, Gopi, Geetika, Sai, Gautam,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
Sandhya,
Mhm.
Sai Sandhya, Sandhyana, yeah, Sanjeev, Siddhartha, and Sri Harsha. Nice. Sri Harsha is very nice. He's attending regularly. Like, okay, anyway, thank you all. Today we're closing this class. And I think one shall not miss any class, not only my class, any class. You're doing great. I'm really happy that you're actively involving and attempting. If there are any problems every day, and this attendance, calling attendance starts at 9:45, and I asked her and given instructions to my staff and whoever opens this session, and any gaps, that is particularly PDF materials are not visibility of or lacking videos which you missed, they will note down. ఇప్పుడు రీషెడ్యూల్ ఇస్తాను, ఈరోజు షెడ్యూల్ తయారు చేసాము. ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే కనబడవో యాప్లో అవి ఒక ఆర్డర్లోనే కనబడతాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఆ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ కనబడవు. సో అందుకని వీఆర్ స్టార్టింగ్ దిస్ ఫస్ట్ టైం దిస్ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్. వీఆర్ మేకింగ్ పాజిటివ్ చేంజెస్ and everyone I hope will cooperate and support this our endeavor. Thank you all. Thank you.